Cox Symphony No. 9 and the world premiere of the 3 Middle Tennessee Sinfoniettas 2023 Composition Competition winners. Saturday afternoon at 3 in MTSU's Wright Music Building. Again, it's free. Whatever you do, don't miss the Master Gardener's Plant Swap. It's coming up this Saturday morning from 9 to 11. So bring your plants over and swap them for something you don't have. Saturday morning from 9 to 11 at the Lane Agri Park. Don't throw away Old Glory. Bring your American flag to WGNS and let the girls from BSA Troop 2019 at Trinity United Methodist Church retire it with dignity. Plus, we also recycle Bibles. Those are WGNS Good Neighbor events.
In retirement, it's all about income. Your money, making money, and you're not spending down your principal. That's the way we do it at Retirement Income Solutions. So if you're spending down your principal or your money's not making money, keeping you ahead of inflation, check us out today at risolutions.net. risolutions.net. And make sure to join us Saturdays at noon and Sunday afternoons at 1 for Retirement Income Solutions Radio with Nathan Cox and Lindsay Cotter.
This segment is not a testimonial of the services provided by Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSradio.com.
Rutherford Issues, powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Take control of your account management and energy consumption with the MyMTE app. Download in the App Store and manage your account, improve your energy habits, and more. MTE, serving to make life better since 1936. Edward Jones financial advisor Lee Colvin joins us here in studio today. Springtime. You look very springy.
Well, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I have my St. Jude tie on today.
Most of your ties have some meanings, don't they, huh?
A lot of them do, yeah. Yeah. My St. Jude, my bull and bear for the market, my Hawaii tie with Catherine and Devin and I on it.
Yeah. You ever wear a bow tie?
You know, I think they look great on
some people.
Other people.
Yeah.
I thought, man, that would be such a great way to go, and I tried it, and oof, it looks bad on me. Yeah.
Well, we've got a lot to talk about here with you today, and we're going to talk about 401k, small business owners, that kind of thing, right?
We are. Yeah, you know, we've had a lot of changes going on over this last 6 months, just about. And so just want to bring a little bit of information, a little bit more general, but a little information around what's happened so that business owners can be aware and maybe talk to their CPAs, their attorneys, their financial advisors, and get a little bit more advice specific to them. Mm-hmm. On where they may want to go over the next couple of years with some changes.
So if business owners are wanting to offer a retirement plan, maybe you've looked and thought, you know, the cost is too much, but you mentioned new legislation that might help open the door here. Maybe talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so, you know, for folks who are interested to learn more about new legislation, it can really help to open this door to the same type of plan that's been enjoyed by employees of larger companies, but the access is becoming more available today. So at the end of 2022, Brian, Biden signed into law what was called the Secure 2.0 Act, which among other provisions, it provides tax credits to business owners who want to open a 401k plan for their employees, their business, and get some incentives.
So I remember a Secure Act in 2019. Does that have anything to do with what was signed by the president at the end of last year?
Yeah, so I appreciate you asking. The tax credit was introduced in the original Secure Act in 19, but it's been significantly increased in the updated laws that just passed on December 23rd of last year.
So we're talking about like small business owners. Let's take a case in point, less than 50 or fewer employees.
That's right. If you have 50 or fewer employees, then you can now claim a startup credit covering 100% of the costs associated with opening and administering a 401k plan, up to $5,000 for each of the first 3 years of your plan.
Okay. So
that is huge.
Yeah, and to qualify for that, what does a business owner need to do or have to have?
Yes, so for that tax credit, the business owner must have at least one employee besides themselves, right? So it has to be an owner plus an employee. If you're the owner who earns less than $150,000 per year, then you need one other person, and you're eligible for the credit even if you join a multiple employer plan, or an MEP, multiple employer plan, which, as you may know, is designed to encourage smaller businesses to share the administrative duties involved in offering tax advantage retirement plans.
Anything else the Secure 2.0 does here in terms of employees and employers, rather?
Absolutely. It introduces an employer contribution credit. So this may entitle the business to a tax credit based on employee matching or profit sharing contributions, and the credit is capped at $1,000 per employee and phases out gradually over 5 years. It's also subject to further reductions for businesses with 51 to 100 employees.
We've got Lee Colvin here talking this morning. He's an Edward Jones financial advisor about maybe some doors opening for 401k for small business owners, and some things to think about. And let's talk a bit here, Lee, too, about this Secure 2.0 matching, Roth matching possibly here, and other contributions, I should say.
Sure. So Brian, another Secure 2.0 provision, it does deal with Roth matching and non-elective contributions. Effective this year, employees with a 401k plan, along with those covered by 403b plans for nonprofit groups and 457 plans for government employees, they can choose to have matching or non-elective contributions made as Roth or after-tax contributions. Before this change, employers had to make these matching and non-elective contributions on a pre-tax basis.
Okay.
But it is just huge, with employers having had to have made these on pre-tax. You'll need to communicate this with your employees, that Roth matching and non-elective contributions count as taxable income, right? They need to know, hey, showing this as taxable income, your taxes may go up. So be aware of that when it comes to meeting with your CPA time.
Is there an advantage to the employee?
The advantage is that your employees can ultimately withdraw the Roth contributions and the earnings tax-free, provided that they meet certain conditions.
Okay. If we look ahead here a little bit, Secure 2.0 has some other options and things in there as well. So, this is kind of being phased in, apparently. So maybe talk about what the future might hold.
Certainly. So it does have other options in it, making it easier for business owners to offer retirement plans. So as an example, starting in 2024, if you don't already provide a retirement plan, you can offer a starter 401k or a safe harbor 403b plan to employees who meet age and service requirements. Now, these plans have lower contribution limits than a typical 401k or 403b, and you can't make matching or non-elective contributions. Consequently, a starter plan may be quite attractive to businesses with few employees as well. So again, having the option of that starter 401k or that safe harbor 403b, safe harbors have become very popular in the 401k world over the last several years. It does help give some advantages to both the employee and the employer, so just a good way to look at things. And again, talk to your CPA, talk to your attorney, talk to us as advisors, because we can work through the options with you. Also, Brian, beginning in 2025, the 401k and the 403b plans will be required to automatically enroll eligible participants. Required to enroll eligible participants. Although employees can choose to opt out, also exceptions will be made in this for businesses with 10 or fewer employees and for businesses that are less than 3 years old.
So as part of this, in the next 2 years, they're going to be required.
That's right.
And employees can say, I'm opting out, but it still is required by the business owners.
Well, it's required by law.
By law. Right.
Sure.
Yeah.
The business owner's not making the requirement, but by law. And, at the same time, it gives employees the opportunity to save automatically without thinking about it, so that they can try to build their own retirement, so that then later when they are coming in and meeting with us, we can say, hey, you've done a great job, you've worked hard, now let's plan that reward out for retirement and have a much safer and hopefully a nicer or more comfortable retirement than what you may have had if that was not being offered to you previously.
Well, the ability to start a retirement plan seems like a great asset for a business owner.
I think it's a great advantage. It can help attract and keep good employees as a human resource benefit. It may even make it easier for you and you as the employer, you as the employees to achieve whatever individual or business goals that you have. So at the end of the day, it's all about looking at it, planning, making the right decisions, and that's what we're there for, Brian, is sitting down, walking through these options, and making sure that each employer, each employee makes the right decisions for themselves, for their business, and can just keep being profitable moving forward.
So if someone has questions, I'm sure that they can give your office a call or any of the Edward Jones financial advisors here in Murfreesboro, Rutherford County.
Absolutely. Again, you can feel free to give us a call at my office at 615-907-7056. Again, that's 615-907-7056. We'd be more than happy to have an initial conversation with you, find out what your needs are, find out where you are, if you've had a history of planning yet or doing any saving yet, and from there get you with the right advisor in the local area to meet your needs.
Texting enrolls you into recurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.